Let's see here. I don't think I need item on Lucha. Like citrus doesn't really matter. I don't think I need black belt. It's Lumberry Rock Gem on the left and then air balloons on the right. Swampert, I don't think I need a berry. We're just gonna protect and swap. And Acosta, who should have Prism. And we're gonna protect and swap into Delphox. And kill with Psychic on the right. It gets tricky when like I don't know, people kind of want to make the Hall of Fame sheet or whatever, and you want to have like comparable runs, but like at the end of the day, I don't know. Just do what seems right, do what's fun to you. That's the biggest thing. Okay, Swampert 72, Costa 182. And we'll go ahead and pick up an encounter after this one. Okay, so we'll close combat, slaking, and then protect with Swampert. So we get chip, and then 2 attacks in the Swampert, perfect. So we can fast kill, we'll bring in Costa on Strange Steam. Now Costa is always dead to Strange Steam and Head Smash from Archeops. So we can just protect with Costa with close combat again. And we'll CC one more time to kill Archeops. Bring Delphox in on Strange Steam. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like I don't know. If you know you kind of made it and like had fun doing it, I feel like that's worth it more than anything else. Like it'd be cool to be on the sheet, but like I don't know. If you got it fully streamed, like yeah. I guess I'm not sure on that one, but like I don't know. You know if you do it or not, right? Like is the biggest thing. As long as you're having fun, like playing the game and going through the run, like that's probably the biggest thing. Whoa, speaking of bugs, Lucha just hit the Lucha's my man is where is he facing? Yeah, if you got a group that would vouch for you, got you, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea how you go about like letting people know like, hey, I finished this, like if you need all the VODs or like I have no idea. Yeah, he's trying to get out of here. He's like, please man, I don't want to close combat again. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work. I mean, as long like even if you did have the end of the game, like which is what the harder sections, I don't know. I'd say if people seem legit, they seem like they've got a good attitude towards it. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't run it. Um, I'm going just dueling being psychic here. Hopefully, Lucha can still attack. Okay. Oh, oh. It's getting smaller. Oh. Okay. Double crit. This man is bugging out right now. I have no idea what's going on. I thought I saw a clip somewhere in the Discord of something similar to like this happening with like a Turtwig. This is so odd. I don't know if it's something with like neutralizing gas, maybe. I have no idea what's causing this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If we get 2 crits again, Something might be up. Ah, not quite. That must have just been chance. That was so weird. I guess like if you do make it on that run and you do want to be in Hall of Fame, like worst thing whoever runs it can say is like, no, sorry, it has you have to have VODs of everything, and then it's like, well, whatever. Like at least I know I did it, and I don't know. Hopefully, I had a good time doing it. You got people who watch and whatnot, and like they'll be like, yeah, like this guy definitely did it, and I don't know. Run has been a wild run. I got you. How long have you been going on yours? I think we're here at route 121. So let's take a look at this encounter table too. I think I've been on this run for like a month maybe. So route 121. I think we've got it's a guaranteed mega outside Miensho. I think everything else Miensho and Weavile. I think everything else gets a mega evolution. I guess Cleavor doesn't, but I have the Scizor dupe. So Mega Pidgeot we have now. Um, I guess Gardevoir. Yeah, Gardevoir gets a mega. And then Gallade as well. Late August clip of the run on something that was BS from September 1st. Gotcha. Okay, what do we want to get here? Like Pidgeot, we've got the Mega Stone for now. Lopunny, the Mega Fight's probably not too tough at this level cap. It's back on the abandoned ship when we first get Surf. So that one we can pick up pretty quickly. I imagine like Weavile's pretty good here. A Dark Ice type I think would fit the box pretty well. I've got Honchkrow, that's my only Dark type for now. Pretty sure, yeah. I guess Overquill too. I think Weavile would be nice. Mega Medicham, you get the Mega. I think it's after like Moss Deep, so not for a while. Lopunny is probably pretty good. Gardevoir, I think would be nice, or Gallade, really be nice typing. I think Psychic Fairy, Psychic Fighting. I don't think I have a fighting type outside Hawlucha. Lop takes Scales, and then Weavile goes the hardest. Medi's a gotcha. Yeah, because you probably want like U-turn on Lopunny, and then probably like good speed and attack. We do get Fake Out if we catch it here, though, which would be really nice. I only have the 2 Fake Out guys. And I think I've got a few Heart Scales. I haven't used a ton this run, I don't think. I've got 5 Scales right now, which I guess isn't a million. I used 2 on Beedrill. I did attack and speed. I used 3 on Beedrill because I scaled the U-turn as well. Attack, speed, U-turn. I scaled Encore on Salazzle. Unfortunately lost that Pokemon to not playing well. Synthesis on Torterra. And I think that's it. And then I've got 5. Did I use one more? Oh, I had to scale defense on a Lola Raichu and then sack it to CRR. That was terrible. I had no other way to win though. Okay, pretty good skill economy. Okay. We get one in Lily Cove, and then that's kind of it for Magma Hideout. So I don't think I'd be too eager to just pour a bunch of scales into like a Lopunny or something if we got it. I've got Hasty Synchronize. I think it probably makes sense to go for it here. And then you get 7 after... Oh, until after Space Tag. Got it. And then I'm guessing you just get like a ton, right? With all like the dive routes. There's like a few you can get here. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, you get like, what, half the scales through the first 7 badges. Then you get the other half like right at the end. Which I guess you probably want a bunch of them for like Elite Four, if I had to guess. Or like something like your roamers or your Shifu, you just can like dump them into there at that point. Do I want to synchronize Hasty here? It's probably pretty good on Pidgeot. It's probably decent on Gardevoir. It's probably really good on Lopunny. And on Weavile. I think I probably do. Where is Hasty bad? Like it's good on Alakazam. We're frail anyway. Good on Mienshao. I don't think Hasty is really bad on like maybe Metacham, you don't really need it. But even then, like it's plus speed, I guess. So I think I'll lead Hasty. What level do these come at? We're at 121. And then I know Pyre Tag, like I think I've if you like explode, sometimes you want to use like rare candies and hard scales to make sure you kill, or like a Custap berry. But that's not for a little ways anyway. We won't worry about that too much. Level 56. These guys will come up. So who do we want to bring to this? There should be a rare candy on this route too. And in Lily Cove, we'll get a couple. Let's see. Bastiodon's probably a decent bring for like Pidgeot. You can kind of wall it out. Electric is nice to fire off a Thunder Wave. Bring Musharna for Synchronize. Torterra's always pretty decent. Synthesis. What do I want to bring for Weavile? Ice and Dark. Maybe like Prim. It's probably a pretty good defensive typing here. And then maybe Donphan's not bad because I can usually Rapid Spin to chip things down. Southgard's for Weavile. Eldegoss also has Synthesis. I think we'll just go Donphan. And then I'll just go like Lepa Berry and Torterra if I need to. Like spam Synthesis a bunch. Probably be fine without it, but doesn't hurt. Okay, does Weavile have Pursuit? Like, can that screw me over here? No. Knock off Ice Cold Crash. Ice Shard, Triple Axle. Okay, there's no electric types here, so nothing like static pull. We don't have magnet pull. We've got Scizor already duped out, even if we wanted to. Hasty seems pretty good. We'll just roll it and see what we get. It's a dupe. I probably want to switch out and then run, though. I don't think I can run from this thing. I think I'm fine to go Manectric. I think that's only 5% on this route, too. Or 4%. Okay. Good Gallade. I think this thing's got a pretty decent typing. Like a psychic fighting. Physical psychic is kind of interesting. Yeah, psychic and fighting types. I feel like I could definitely use that. I'm not sure what's better, Gardevoir or Gallade. It's probably box dependent. We get the Galladite. We need Waterfall for it, so we won't get the Mega for a while. What does this thing have for moveset? It's always inner focus. Level 56, Drain Punch, Shadow Sneak, False Swipe, Helping Hand. Gets Protect by Scale. Does this count as a dupe clause if you have Gardevoir? I think it probably depends on like how you play. I think that's up for preference. Like you could go either way. Some people play where like I guess you wouldn't count them as dupes because they're like technically different. Some people do count it as dupes because it comes from the same line as like Ralts and then it diverges. Personally, how I play it, if the Pokemon has a split evolution line, I count it as a dupe, but there's definitely people who say that they're not. So I say that like Weavile and Sneasler, like a Sneasel can never become a Sneasel Hisui in this game. So I say that Weavile and Sneasler are separate Pokemon. It's the same with Zoroark and Zoroark Hisui. Same with Arcanine, Arcanine Hisui. I treat those as separate. If it's a split line, like Lilligant, Gardevoir, I do dupe them out, or like Scizor. I would dupe out Scizor, Scyther, and Cleavor. I think it's just personal preference. I think either way is fine. Mild Gardevoir, that's decent. Speed kind of sucks for how frail it is. Got it. Yeah, if it evolves from the same mon. That's kind of what I think, but again, it's like people play both ways. I think it's fine either way. I would probably not recommend like picking and choosing for when it benefits you or hurts you, but again, it's like children's game, self-enforced rules. Like, play however you want. Really, I don't think anyone cares a whole lot. Let's see. Drain Punch. What did I say this guy's moveset has? Drain Punch, Shadow Sneak, False Swipe, Helping Hand. I think I can get a Thunder Wave off on this guy. Just a static, that works too. Yeah, I think I'm good to just throw balls now. Nice. let's go check this guy out. No Flymon. Do I consider traded Pokemon back in the pool after you trade them away or both mons duped? That's a good question. So if I like got Arcanine and Oldale and then traded it for the Hisui form, could I get Arcanine in like what is it? What's that, like 112? Um I think I counted duped because I had the Growlithe before, which is like the same species as the Arcanine. I could see that one going either way though. I think that's another preference thing. Like I could see the argument for both ways on that one. And it'd be kind of cool because like you don't really see regular Arcanine used a lot. I feel like most people just kind of trade for Hisui. Or like Weezing would be the same thing. I could see it either way. Claw, Sneasler, and Weavile as dupes to keep it consistent with Quill. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, completely see that one going either way. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it either way. I don't think it's a big deal either way. It seems with like the regional forms or whatnot, like it doesn't matter a whole lot. The Sneaslers make it. Yeah, that's fair. It's like, yeah, having Sneasler and Weavile is probably really, really good. But then like I don't know, like both Zoroarks, you have the chance to get both of them, or like Overquill, Quillfish. Because in this run, I've got Overquill, and then I did have a Quillfish. But again, it's like, yeah, player preference. Can see it either way. Let's go and check this guy out. Adamant, okay. That has to be pretty good. I think that's insane, actually. Adamant, a little slow, but this is a guy. This is very much a guy. Good bulk. Good physical bulk anyway. A little bit slow. Yeah, it's like I could see it either way because they've got like the same dex number, right? Quillfish and Quillfish Hisui. It's like I don't know. You can make arguments either way. I think it's yeah, completely preference. Like no one cares a whole lot. I don't think whichever way you do it, people do both. Different types, same dex number, same stats. I don't think it's gonna make or break the run either way. However you play, I probably wouldn't recommend being like, oh, I really didn't want Overquill here. I'm not gonna take it. But then like Sneasel and Weavile, take that one later. Like yeah, I guess you can still do that too. Again, everyone's run. Like, do whatever's the most fun. Is probably the biggest thing. Yeah, this is a little bit slow, but hits like a bus. Take it. Yeah, it might. Definitely something to consider. Definitely want Zen Headbutt over Helping Hand here. I guess I gotta drop False Swipe too. And CC, I'd want that too. Yeah, this is super nice because Hawlucha's great. I just think it lacks a little bit of firepower for ripping off some of those close combats. And I think without Infernape, a box definitely could use something like that. Like Barraskewda close combat hits pretty hard, but without stab. You get Mega pretty late game too. Got it. Yeah, I was looking. It looks like Route 115 from Meteor Falls. You need Surf and Waterfall. So after Wands Gym, I think we get Waterfall. We get the Galadite. And then Gardevoir and Galate are the same time. I also still have, what is it, like Route 1? Like Route 1, what is it, 1? that one right above Rustboro where you can get like Clam Pearl. 115. I've got this route still delayed. I didn't fish here. I haven't surfed here yet. So we get Lopunny, Alakazam, Altaria, Gengar, Greninja. But I don't think this land opens up till pretty late in the game. I think you need Waterfall here too. But like Gardevoir, Gallade's probably a decent dupe for that route. I can also surf if I need to get like a Bruxish or Jellicent dupe. Or like I think this guy goes pretty hard on Space Tag if we get there. Got it, yeah. Yeah, I think I remember looking, they come at level 90, so I'd have to imagine you can't really get it before then. Probably doesn't make sense to fish here. It's more than likely just like I guess we get Clamp Pearl for Gorbis. Kingler's probably not bad. Like we could get another Protect guy. But I think at this point I'll probably just try and hold out for land. I think that's the only other delay I've got right now. I think I've gotten all the other encounters. Yeah, that makes sense. You want to fish for like a Zygarde answer. Surf if you really need it. Yeah, Crawdaunt for Glowbro. Yeah. Basculin would be nuts here, but it's like 5%. I don't think it's reasonable to really count on that. Yeah, I think I saw something about that. There's like, or Mutants, didn't you do that? You had surfed here to like dupe something out on Surf Sim. Like if you do surf here, you do it before getting like, I guess what some of those other routes are, like 134, or it's like maybe 105 or something, or 10, what is it, 108? Dupes after Aqua Hideout, or Jelly for Better Goalie. Oh, that makes sense too. Got it. Yeah, because there's like, I have no idea what all the surf routes are. Slabs King. Oh, dude, dang. Sorry to hear. It'd be, or is it on 10, what is it? It's Scorch Slab in like 120. You can get goalie. So you get the jelly dupe here. And then Scorch Slab, it's always, I guess you can fish or surf for it, depending on dupes. I got pretty lucky. I got goalie on 120. I really wanted to go for land here. But I needed the fire type from Scorch Lab, so I was kind of banking on getting goalie here. I had like a little under 50% to get it. And then it was Slowpoke Muck if I missed. And then if I did miss it there, I'm not sure if I would have. I maybe would have gone for goalie here over the fire type. It's tough to say. Fish 115, he got rim right. Oof. Yeah, it happens. I can't remember if I've showed this part of my box in a while. I have a 4-death Brawly split on this run right now. I'm actually not I hit so many good encounters is the only reason I kept running this one and didn't reset. I lost Guts Timber on Brawly, Corvusquire and Masquerain, and then this guy died on the beach. He's Adamant Intim. And the only reason I kept running it, I think, is like I hit Eldegoss and Petalburg Woods. I had a modest Rose Raid. I got Costa and Dreadnought. I had Beedrill. And I had Static. I missed Toge, and I had a good Donphan. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna keep running it. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've had pretty crazy luck. Why not? Let's just keep doing it. And I had a decent Brawly line. I just kind of played dumb. But yeah, this is here we are. 13 deaths after veto, now 39 into erratic weather. Got you. Yeah, I've heard try not to get too bogged down in death count. It can definitely affect my mental sometimes where it's like if you lose mons where you shouldn't, it makes it tough to care about the run going forward, but I don't know, your luck can always turn around or like sometimes you can lose mod like you can always lose mods and still keep a run going. You don't have to play perfect all the time. Like obviously you want all your mods. You don't want to lose Pokemon to dumb mistakes that you can prevent. You'd rather know what you're risking ahead of time, but like I think every run's gonna have mistakes, at least from what I've played and runs that I've seen, like winning runs and things like that. Like there's definitely just mistakes that happen. And that's just part of it, I guess. You try and like I don't know, like you said, you push past and you might have to take more risks later. Yeah, yeah, the pressure's kind of off. You're like, oh well, like whatever. I have nothing else. I just have to risk, 70% or risk a crit here, and like I don't know. That's what Wacko is super fun to watch when he gets like he'll just like risk stuff and like there's ways to maybe like spend more time and not have to take those risks, but you can still get away with a lot more than you think you can. Like not every line has to be completely riskless. It's like okay, maybe I risk a crit here and there or whatnot, and like maybe you get lucky or whatnot. Try not to maybe count on it every fight, but yeah, take some of the pressure off. Let's see. I'll probably get this guy in the calc. I think I'm probably gonna call it here. Let me look at how many trainers are left on this route. Talent to Lily Cove rival in a frustrating way, but you keep going. Yeah, exactly. Definitely happens. It seems like the later in the game too, you just get more. Like if you can make it past, I don't know, like Norman, you can get some really good Pokemon out of encounters. So even if your box thins out a little bit, you can get like an Excadrill in the desert that keeps you going, or I don't know, maybe it's later. Like Surf Simulator is probably the big one, where like even if you don't have a ton of mons, the encounter pool is just generally better. So a lot of the mons that you lose, they don't always have like value the whole game. Calcing Pyre has been fun besides tag. I bet. I bet. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight trainers on 121. That seems like probably a Tuesday thing. Maybe tomorrow, if not Tuesday. And then Lily Cove rival. This is probably going to be a tough fight. Let's look at it. I think I peeked at this a little bit when I first got to the split. Nothing serious. Guard jump with stealth rock. Substitute dynamic punch Machamp with no guard. Pursuit Weavile with life orb. Assault vest Melmetal. Articuno Galar with Calm Mind and Recover. Freezing Glare. And Mega Blaziken. Yeah, that seems like a calc for another day. Yeah, it seems like exploding. It's kind of just takes a lot of the risk out of it, and then without explosion, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's that's super common. I barely peeked at that fight. I looked at I think what exploding Pokemon I have that can do it, or I looked at like Overquill. At what's the level cap here? Like 76 or 78. So I think Overquill can blow up here and take the first two. And then I either have to like Candy to outspeed Hydreigon or I use Cuss Tap, I think. And then I've got a pretty good chance at Muck and Lily Cove too. That's like about as far as I got with it. I guess I'm at level cap for Lily Cove Rival, so I can like kind of peek at it. Oh, Tailwind, yeah. So I totally forgot. Yeah, it's perma Tailwind. Yeah, so you have to go cust out. Prim lead, interesting. Yeah, that seems like a tough fight to just like I don't even know where you begin if you're not going to explode. You get Shell's team in there, and then like it's probably you're usually probably risking something. Boom, turn 3 into Rotom Hydreigon. Yeah, Gluttony Custom not got it. Yeah, this fight seems insane. Like Urshifu and Hydreigon, you have a Delcatty to help you. Like obviously the Rhyperior and Venusaur can do some stuff, but that's crazy. Yeah, this seems like a calc for another day. I'm gonna keep this out of my mental, I think, until I have to. How are we looking for Lily Cove Rival? I know you can get like a Safari Zone Vivillon that kind of just like eats the Blaziken alive. I'm pretty sure, but I can probably find like if I can get Scuda in. Well, no, this thing's speed boost. I can maybe like set up a future site and figure something out with Musharna here. Maybe. I also might be able, if I scale Encore and Lucha, I think I could do something where like I switch in on Earthquake Garchomp holding a Flying Gem, and then I can Encore and I show fast 2-hit KO to everything I think in the back. Or I show KO or fast 2-hit KO. Close Combat shows 2-hit here, and then Acro and Articuno. And then I think Garchomp can't switch, and I can prevent rocks. That's like as far as I looked. Got it. Yeah, it seems like you want Delcatty dead. Yeah, because it's something weird where like the Urshifu can roll Surging Strikes, and it sees that like one roll, if it hits 3 times of that high roll, will always kill, but it doesn't account for the fact that like the other 2 hits are could be low rolls. I think as far as Safari Zone encounter goes, I'm probably going for either like Blastoise or Vivillon, which unfortunately doesn't get Protect. But like Powder and Rage Powder is probably pretty nice. Viv Safari Zone, gotcha. Yeah, it's good for like the Blaziken and the Garchomp because you bait, yeah, Fire Blast, and then you just kill with Powder. Viv seems decent because I think there's a few Pokemon where you can probably use Powder. I think it's comes out in Magma Hideout maybe. I don't know like all the exact fights. But powder seems like decent tech and rage powder. There's probably some use for it. It's either like that or Blastoise. I think are like my two options. I could try and roll. This is like way in advance for like a Groudon guy, but that's so far up the line. Quick Claw Torkoal. Yeah, that must be the one. Yeah, because it's what I don't think Saucebuck does it though. I thought I looked, and if you roll Saucebuck here, I don't think it beats Groudon. I guess you can chip it, or maybe like Grass Gem or something. Level cap's like I think 79. You go with Solar Blade. Let's go like Bashful, 15 attack. On Groudon with Grass Gem plus attack. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's so sad. Like Grass Gem, decent attack does 79 to 94. Which like maybe there's a way around it, like you sack or something, and I don't know. I would think about rolling for it. I think if it wasn't 40% sauce book, but it's like a guaranteed chlorophyll guy outside of Venusaur, which I feel like always has use, like in any sun fights. Does Solar Beam do any more? I don't know, because Groudon's what physically bulky. It's probably pretty similar. Yeah, they do the exact same. Well, that's with a good special attack. I guess if they're both the same stat, they're pretty comparable. Solar Blade does a little bit more. Yeah. I imagine any like Shiftry probably just kills with Solar Beam. Maractus probably same thing. Blastoise you get Mega. At point do we get Mega? In Lily Cove City. So Blastoise seems decent. I think I've heard it's pretty scale intensive. Like you can scale Fake Out and then all like the launcher moves, or like the pulse moves for Mega Launcher. Yeah, because you probably want like what's the move set on this guy? Like Water Spout. You could pick up Icy Wind. You could pick up Fake Out if you want it. You could pick up like Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, depending on your box. Yeah, that's why I kind of like this Lucha lead. Like I said, I looked at it for like I don't know 2 seconds or something. But I can encore. Whoops. I can encore him into Earthquake, and if I hold Flying Gem, I don't have to use it. I can show Killer 2-hit to everything in back, so it can't switch. And I can just close combat it a few times. Keep it locked into Earthquake. Otherwise, like Donphan's, my best Rapid Spinner is probably decent here. I can usually get one off on, like, I don't know, there might be a few places to get it off. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I'll kind of want to, like, calc this fight before grabbing Safari Zone. To see if I need Viv or not. Does Blastoise help that much? I've got Kingdra as like a special attacking water pulse guy. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. You could rapid spin on Blastoise. I didn't even think of that. I see what you mean. Yeah, rapid spin scale. That makes sense. Spin into pulse. Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying. The sun's not up here too. Yeah, it's like it's stressful, and there's like so many things to try and think about. And I try and keep the balance of like knowing what mons are good for what big fights ahead of time, and also kind of just like grabbing a mon that seems decent and then just kind of rolling with it. It's like trying to find a balance between playing like what's meta, and then also just like I don't know, using fun mods. I think that's part of the fun. It's like, oh, I like using this mod, or it seems pretty good. Let's see where it comes up and where it's useful. But at the same point, I guess you could also get to Maxi, be like, oh, I'm having fun, and then you get there and it's like, I just like can't win this fight with the Pokemon that I have. And I could see that also be like kind of a mood killer. Yeah, if you don't use heart scales, what is this guy's moveset? Comes at level 56, more than likely. Actually, I think it's guaranteed 56. So you get Surf, Ice Beam, Skull Bash, Razor Shell. Yeah, so Icy wins the scale, Rapid spins the scale, Fake Out, and all the pulse moves. Yo, what's good, BRN? Welcome in. Just taking a look at. We're not at the Safari Zone yet, but just seeing what this encounter might do. Taking a look at some of the future fights. Kind of just hanging out. Do I know Pokemon Volt White 2 Redux? I've heard of it. I know like Blaze Black and Volt White are Drayano games, I think. And then I've heard of Redux. I think it's like a challenge mode on it. I don't know a ton about it. I think I'm definitely going for Blastoise or Viv here. I'll probably look at Lily Cove Rival. If I need Viv, I'll grab Viv. If I don't, Blastoise seems a little bit better than Kingdra. Hits a little bit harder, especially. I've got Scald on Prim though, which I think I've got the Draining Kiss TM. I think I messed up and I should have just kept Draining Kiss over Scald. But I've got the TM that I'm probably going to teach back when I need it. There's not a ton of Pokemon that get Draining Kiss TM, so I don't feel that bad about teaching it back. I guess if I had Gardevoir, it would have kind of stunk, but I guess I don't. I don't have to worry about that too much. Question is Braviary with Sheer Force good on him? Oh, I have no clue. I've not played those games. I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person. I mean, it probably hits pretty hard. Like if you get Life Orb too, Sheer Force and Life Orb's kind of seems kind of good. And then I could go, yeah, for the Chlorophyll guy, but if it's Saucebuck, it's like that probably feels pretty bad. I don't know, we'll see. I don't have anyone with Chlorophyll right now. I also think there's like a room in Magma Hideout where you've got decent odds at getting one if you need it. But like if you need a Chlorophyll guy and then you pull like Houndoom, is it just like GG at that point in the run? Like you hit the 10% where it's one of these guys. 15% or whatever. Like that could definitely happen. Something to think about anyway. Let's get this kind of calc. I want to get back to Gen 5 at some point. I haven't played it in like a million years. Does our new friend do anything on this fight? Probably just get packed up from Blaziken, right? Yeah. Shadow Sneak seems like decent priority. Maybe not here, but I guess we're pretty good from a champ. We just kind of come in and kill. Grass Jump Electrode, got it. Yeah, so we wouldn't be like totally screwed. I love this mon though. Electrode is so good. Like it's not hitting as hard as it did right around Surf Sim. Like it lacks a little bit of special attack. But fast volt switch, U-turn, or like flip turn, U-turn, volt switch. Those moves are so good. I love using those moves whenever I can find room for it. You get chip damage and a switch. Fast and slow. So yeah, we're 79. Grass jump. Does my guy even get it done here? I guess there's like a solar beam TM, I would imagine. Hit that range, 56%. What do you think? Even then, that's a range with max attack, unless you're plus spatic. That's absurd. Oh, you candy, yeah. And then what am I, 17? Yeah, use a candy or two or something. That makes sense. We've got U-turn B-drill. We'll get flip turn Scuda late in the game. Fast volt switch. I can always scale volt switch on Manectric if I need like a fast volt switch guy. We got slow flip turn Prim. I think Kingdra might get it too. I could be wrong on that. Oh, also I didn't quite have the calc up, but yeah. Kingdra gets it by a scale. Be Electrode level 79, Solar Beam, Grass Gem. What, candy to 81, I think. We like candy and scale it to 80 or something. Something like that. If and when, that's a ways up there. But like if the run calls for it and there's nothing else that does it, then no. We'll do it. This fight also just seems nuts in Magma Storm. Like you can't switch out unless you're a ghost or you have a shed shell. And you get access to what, like 3 ghost Pokemon in the whole game up to this point? 3 or 4. Flip turn scale on early Kingdra to me sounded cool. That would be nuts. Yeah, you get flip turn right away. It makes sense. That would be a ton of fun to use. That seems like it'd be really good on Roxanne, really good on Brawly. Just like fun to use everywhere. Probably good on CRR. You probably outspeed Diggersby too at Norman. I'm not sure. You could use it on Vito. But I guess you could use Flip Turn at Vito anyway. If you just evolve without delaying for Ice Beam. Yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff I think that's unexplored in this game. As far as like encounter tables and like there's a million ways to win, I feel like. Which I think is cool. So we got Safari Zone, Lily Cove City's coming up. I think I'm probably gonna surf here for it's like 75% Muck, 25% Dragonite. If I fish, it's similar, but I can just get Electros, so I'll probably just surf. I don't have Magnet Pull or anything. That'll be Safari Zone will be like the next big one to kind of try and come up with something. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here. Put the guys back in the box here. Almost have a full box too. Feels good. Got one more slot. Alright, let's see. Anyone playing Run and Gun? Anyone streaming? Let's raid Tricio. I haven't seen him live for a while. I think he's just like a gameplay guy. But we'll go right into there. Let's see, where is he at right now? Yeah, just a gameplay guy to document the runs, I think. But seems like a chill dude. Fighting a Probo Pass. Hiker Mike, I think, in Rust Turf Tunnel. But yeah, we'll go raid him, and then let's see here. Oh, this guy's got raids disabled. Never mind. I guess we won't raid him. We can raid North. He raided in here the other day. North O2. Let's see. North looks like kind of working on Brawl.